Hits 105.5. That was Chumbawamba with Tub Thumpin'. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone is having a thrilling Thursday morning. Living United with United Way President Carla Young is brought to us by Allison's Custom Jewelry. And in the studio with me, I have Carla Young. Good morning, Carla. How are you?
Good morning, Tracy. It's great to be back. I was sad to miss you guys last week, but I figured out I couldn't clone myself, and we were busy. We were in allocation season, so it's been a really fun couple weeks, and we got a couple more to go where we get to go out to the partner agencies with our board members and our community volunteers and decide how the funds are dispersed between all of the wonderful organizations. So thank you to our donors who make that possible, and thank you to our volunteers who make the decisions of how to fund these great programs. And speaking of great programs, I'm so excited to have Doug Metcalf, actually realizing I'm on my second round of having people, so maybe I've been here a little while now.
You've been doing this for a minute.
I've been doing this now. I'm getting my groove on, right?
That's right. You are, Carla.
So I've got Doug with Safe Haven, and they have such a wonderful program that I'm excited for our listeners to hear about today. So, Doug, would you share a little bit about Safe Haven and all the good things you guys do for our community?
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to be here. And, I always want to start out saying the same thing. Just a big thanks to Shelby County United Way and everybody that's part of that. We were just talking a couple minutes ago about how amazing it is, the giving that happens throughout every campaign, and every penny ends up going to something very powerful across a lot of great agencies. And I'm blessed to be the director at one of those agencies, and that's named Safe Haven. We've been here in town. We've actually existed for almost 28 years now. We are at 1101 North Vandemark Road, and we are the support piece for any adult in need of mental health support. So anybody can come in. Everything is free that we do, thanks to Shelby County United Way and our other funders. Come in and have a very structured day of support groups and educational classes, free meals, transportation to get to us and back home. We have lots of fun stuff, lots of exciting field trips coming up, especially with the weather starting to change for us, and spring and summer to look forward to. And we're just all about providing hope and helping everybody know that you're never alone, and having a very strong everyday support system.
Yeah, I was actually on your website last night checking out some of the things going on and noticed some of the field trips coming up, and they looked super fun. Can you talk a little bit about some of those upcoming adventures for your clients?
Yeah, we've got Wright Pat Air Force Base Museum coming up. That's always a fun and exciting one. I personally love that one, taking my family and, just instilling that love of freedom and everything that our soldiers and veterans have given and continue to give for us. It's a beautiful trip to do that. And we've got, all the fairs and festivals coming up, a lot of different things that Shelby County does downtown. We generally do things on Thursday for our field trips, but we'll also switch them up to offer a lot of weekend opportunities. A lot of our individuals are those that are living in the restraints of anxiety, depression, and all the other symptoms of mental illness, and so often feel like they're kind of stuck in a box, stuck living in darkness. And so when we can help them to have the confidence and comfort to step outside of that and feel like they're part of life again, that's just it's a moving aspect of what we get to do, and it's wonderful that we can bring some smiles to people that definitely deserve them.
100%. I know last time we were on the radio, you talked about you had just gotten, I think, another new vehicle to be able to provide some more transportation. Can you talk about that and how it really has impacted, the great things you guys are able to do?
Yeah, it's been great to get a much bigger vehicle. We've got our 5310 ODOT grant that we're able to transport a lot more people. It's a lot more comfortable ride for everyone, and of course, access for those that might need a wheelchair or access through the ramp that we have now. It's really increased the different folks that we can serve, and I do want to use this moment for a plug. We're actually looking for drivers right now, so if you're maybe maybe retired or just looking for something a little extra, to know that you can be an important part of a service role. It's a couple days a week, driving in the morning and the afternoon just to pick people up and take people back home. And what you're really doing is providing a great quality of helping people know they're not alone. And you smile at them on the van when they get on, and that's that's the first impression that they get to start their day with, and come in and just know they're loved and cared about and receive all the services that we provide.
That is awesome. I hopefully maybe somebody out there will take that information and give you a call. If someone is interested in becoming a driver, or maybe learning more about your organization, or wanting to know how they could get involved, what's the best way?
Hits 105.5. That was the Cranberries with Dreams.
Getting deciding to get help for mental illness. There's a lot of stigma and stereotypes out there, and even things that people hold inside their own mind and heart of deciding to get help. So when you decide, hey, I need to get help for this, we want to make that easy, and we keep it free and easy. So just give us a call at 937-658-6930. You can do that. You can email us through the website, www.safehaveninc.com. Or honestly, just stop in anytime that we're open. We want to welcome you, greet you, and give you that loving, caring, warm encouragement, welcome you in and show you around.
That's wonderful. When you think about Safe Haven, and obviously you've been there, we've been lucky to have you in your role for as long as we have. What is something that you think most people, most listeners wouldn't realize about Safe Haven, or maybe a misconception out there?
That's a good question. I think that what comes to my mind is that no matter how much we advertise, it's an area where people often just don't know where to turn until they need the help. And I think it's kept my mission. It really keeps a fire in how I look at our mission here of wanting to reach people as quickly as we can. Because so many times I meet new members, and they always say the same thing. Number one, wow, I love this place. This is amazing. But on the flip side of that, I've been suffering with this, and this for a year, for 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years and more. And that keeps us just so driven to reach people in need much more quickly. So if this is the first time you're hearing about us, help us spread the word. Spread it to your family, friends, neighbors, and so you can be a part of helping us reach people in need so we can stop the suffering sooner.
I love that so much. It's so true, because you guys have such a great atmosphere there. Everybody's loved and accepted, and I think it's important for people to know that. So, Tracy, anything before we head to break, or?
No, we'll play a song and then we'll come back, because I have a couple of questions for you. Okay. But coming up next, Dreams by the Cranberries. It's Hits 105.5. Thursday morning in the studio with me, I have what we're having Living United with United Way President Carla Young, and we have Doug Metcalf from Safe Haven in with us this morning. We're going to continue the conversation. Good morning, Carla. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are happy to be here.
Yeah, and you had wonderful questions for Doug. So Doug, what is a typical day at Safe Haven?
So just the day really starts. I mentioned it when I was talking about transportation. We always view it as that first moment a person steps on the van. That's the first part of service. So we want to make sure that everybody has a great day from that very first second, being greeted with a warm welcome. And then that continues when you come in the door, greeted with that warm welcome. And then we have a focus meeting to kind of get everyone away from maybe the struggles that are in their mind and their symptoms overall, and maybe in their neighborhood, in their apartment communities, where sometimes things are struggles with mental illness, and maybe there can be addiction issues next door or upstairs, and those are challenges and can be uncomfortable for our members dealing with. So we want to just get focused on what we appreciate, what we're thankful for, set a goal for the day, volunteer for things that they can build some value and worth in participating, build some ownership in being part of Safe Haven. And then from there, we all get to work on those volunteer duties, making lunch together, learning the skills to make lunch, and our structured day of all kinds of we're nearing 200 sets of curriculum that we work from for the rest of the afternoon.
And that's interesting, because the overthinking, anxiety, and you don't know how a lot of people have that. They don't know how to start. And we were talking off air. We had this new motto, and my daughter and I, don't look at the staircase, just look at the stair. And that's common sense for some people, but for people that struggle with anxiety or overthinking, it is so overwhelming, and things just don't get done. And so that's really good that you have the focus so they can, okay, what do we need to help with? And they can talk it through and you guys can help them. I love that program.
Yeah, I'm still learning after 18 and a half years, but I remember one thing I learned just in year one, when we're helping people that are dealing with mental health issues, and there's a lot of associated issues and obstacles that come with that. So when you're helping someone to get connected, it's not just about giving them the phone number, but it's about really helping walk them through the journey, because they're already overwhelmed with the weight on their shoulders from that illness, and sometimes that illness can be very severe. So to walk them through that, because as you said, sometimes those steps seem very intimidating, but if you just make sure you're with them along the way and make sure that connection's made, we can help along a lot of other areas, not just things that Safe Haven does, but connecting them to all the other great agencies here in the community.
Oh, exactly. And it does. Sometimes you're having a great day and then just one little thing could just ruin it. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm grouchy today, or, but I love your program. And again, give the website, phone number, and all of that.
Yeah, www.safehaveninc.com. Please check us out there. You can donate through PayPal on there. You can email us through there. As well as just give us a call, 937-658-6930, or please just stop in anytime. We don't want anything to be an obstacle to you getting the help that is available for you. And even if Safe Haven is your first step in mental health wellness, we'll get you connected to some of the clinical sites. In all my career, I've always heard the same things: medication, counseling as needed, and also having that strong support system.
Yes.
And the support system is what we are. So come in, be a part of us. Everything's free. Everything's voluntary. And again, that's thanks to Shelby County United Way.
Yeah, that's right. And know that you're not alone. So I love that they can talk through it and realize it's not just me. There's other people I can share this with. So yeah, I love that.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Carla.
Well, thank you. It's always good to be here.
This was Living United with United Way President Carla Young, brought to us by Allison's Custom Jewelry. In the spirit of, it's tradition, when Doug is here, we play this song, and it is his signature song. So coming up next, Poison with Something to Believe in. It's Hits 105.5.